Need help picking a microphone? This video will discuss all you need to know about microphone pickup patterns. With this, you'll be able to choose the right microphone for your project. Chris here from Videomaker. There are timecodes below if you want to know what we're covering or want to jump to any place in the video. Are you a beginning filmmaker? If so, we have a shopping list of the 9 essential things every beginning filmmaker needs when getting started. To get it, click on this card or the link in the description. The pickup pattern, also known as the polar pattern of a microphone, determines where you should place your microphone in regard to the sound source. While some microphones offer multiple pickup patterns, most have just one. Polar patterns are the area where a microphone is sensitive to sound. The common polar patterns you'll come across are omnidirectional, cardioid, supercardioid, hypercardioid, and bidirectional, also known as figure 8. Some microphones can even switch between polar patterns. Every microphone comes with a polar pattern chart. This chart tells you what polar pattern it has at which frequency. Let's take a look at each pickup pattern and discuss what they are and what are their best applications. Omnidirectional is the most common pickup pattern. It's equally sensitive to sound in all directions. An omnidirectional mic's pickup pattern resembles a large, invisible ball because the pickup pattern is sensitive to sound from all directions. It may sometimes pick up unwanted audio. Omnidirectional microphones make a great room microphone. Also, they're a great choice when trying to capture multiple subjects when the mic needs to be stationary. Omnidirectional patterns are frequently used with handheld mics and lavalier mics. Named for its heart-shaped cardio pickup pattern, it offers little off-axis rejection, but offers a null area. Cardioid microphones are good for general purposes. They can be used in many of the same applications where an omnidirectional mic would be used. However, they're a little bit better choice when you need an area of rejection behind the mic. This is a common pattern found in many microphones, including handheld dynamic mics and large diaphragm condensers. Supercardioid is a more directional version of cardioid. It offers better side rejection than cardioid, but not as narrow as hypercardioid. Use a supercardioid mic when you need side rejection, but don't want the narrowest pickup pattern. Supercardioid mics are directional, but not as extreme as hypercardioid. Supercardioid is a pickup pattern you'll find in many different types of mics. It's more common than hypercardioid and is found, but not limited to, handheld mics, shotgun mics, and large diaphragm condensers. Hypercardioid is a more narrow supercardioid pickup pattern. This offers more rejection from the sides but comes with more pickup from the null area just behind the mic. This could lead to handling noise, but offers a more directional pattern when you need to have more rejection off axis. You'll find hypercardioid pickup patterns in mics that require more side rejection, like shotgun mics, dynamic mics, and large diaphragm condensers. The figure 8 pattern is particularly effective in rejecting sounds from the side. They're not the most common in daily use, but certainly have a place when it comes to stereo recording techniques. A figure 8 microphone is a good choice when you have two subjects speaking on either side of the mic. It'll allow for each of them to be picked up but reject everything that's off axis. Figure 8 mics are going to be found mostly in the studio, with the most common being a large diaphragm condenser. So let's listen to what every pickup pattern sounds like. This is in Omni right now. This is the Sennheiser MK8. And no matter where I address this microphone, it's going to sound the same. So if I go over here to the side axis, it's going to sound about the same as long as I keep the same distance from the microphone. Now I do have a pop screen in front of me, so it will block the plosives from right here in front of me, but not around. But I could go all the way around this microphone and it would sound exactly the same. Now I've changed the microphone to cardioid. This means it's got a pretty broad pickup pattern, but it does have a little bit of rejection behind it. That means there's going to be less room noise, and no matter if I address the microphone from the front, as long as I'm the same distance from the microphone, it's going to pick me up just about the same. Now we're here in supercardioid. Now what this is going to offer you is more side rejection than the last just cardioid. It's going to narrow that pickup area, so I'm going to have a little more directionality to the pickup pattern of the capsule. Now that means that there's going to be a little bit more pickup behind the microphone, but on the sides it's going to have more rejection. You're going to notice there's even less room noise than there was before because it's only picking up the direct area in front of the microphone. When you address it from another angle, it starts to sound a lot different than it would if you're addressing it from the front like this. So as I go to the side, it's going to start to reject it. You're going to notice that it sounds a little different, even though my voice is just the same distance from the capsule as I'm speaking right now. So this is hypercardioid. This is going to have even more narrow of a pickup pattern than supercardioid, and this is going to be found really well on a shotgun mic, and it's going to be very directional. So you'll want to make sure to address the microphone directly if you're speaking into it or pointing at whatever directly you are trying to capture. So now I set the microphone up to figure 8. This is the last of the pickup patterns we're going to be covering. And this is a great option if you want to have someone on both sides of the microphone. And it'll pick them up evenly because the pickup pattern will be the same on either side, but it'll have a lot of side rejection. You're going to notice there is going to be more room noise here because it's picking up just as well from the front as it is in the back. Remember, if you'd like to get our shopping list of the 9 essential things every beginning filmmaker needs, click on this card or the link in the description. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing and liking this video. In the next video, we'll be covering everything you need to know about shotgun mics. Thanks for watching.